And I want to start by saying we talked about Ben Bartch and the smoothies that he smashes in an attempt to gain weight. I'll tell you this right now. I would rather drink one of those smoothies than get even one more update on Tom Brady's so-called free agency drama. In fact, I would take a full round of Bartch's smoothies over another breathless, breaking alert that sources close to Brady have heard from people close to Brady that Brady is staying or that Brady's leaving. In fact, give me a Bartch smoothie, toss in an old boot and a shredded car tire, put it in the blender, and I'll drink a gallon of that if everybody would just dial it back on the Brady rumor mill. It actually should be done in reverse. If you think you have a breaking news piece or an update on Tom Brady, you have to drink a Bartch smoothie before you're allowed to report it. That's how we'll know how important your report is or how much you really believe in that report. Suddenly that nugget from a friend of Brady's mailman's plumber doesn't sound like it's all that important when you're staring at a big glass of eggs, cottage cheese, Gatorade, and a tire. Yes, I've seen all the reports. I've seen the ones linking him to the Raiders, to the Titans, and the ones about how he and the Patriots haven't even talked about a new deal and how it doesn't look good that he's going to stay in New England. Because you knew this is exactly what was going to happen. This is why I'm not overreacting to it, because I knew this was exactly what was going to happen. How did you not know? There's nothing that this guy wants more than this kind of attention and all these rumors swirling around him. That's why he raced to make sure that he could like the NFL's post on that Instagram feed about Philip Rivers and the Chargers parting ways. Remember? You know, just to remind everybody of the possibility that he might leave New England for the Chargers because they've got a lot of weapons. Oh, and did you know Tom Brady is from California? That doesn't get mentioned very often. Sincerely, Jerome Bettis is from Detroit. Did you also know that Tom Brady and Mike Vrabel know each other? I mean, crazy, right? I mean, that's insane. Vrabel and Brady know each other. You want to know something even more insane? They used to work together. Or how about this? How about this one? Did you know that Tom Brady and Mark Davis were at the Conor Cowboy fight? And they were talking to each other. Did you know that? Did you know the Raiders might move, or in fact are moving to Vegas? And they might need somebody to help boost business and sell tickets. Brady might go there. Yeah, Brady might go there. Because winning and legacy probably are not important to Tom Brady, especially at this point in his career. So you know that he'd have no problem going from a team that has won 6 Super Bowls to a team that won 7 games last year. And that in his declining years, he'd be hyped, I'm sure, to learn an entire new playbook and play for a team that has been to the playoffs once in the last 18 years. He'd leave a dynasty for that and to play for a coach who aggravates the hell out of his quarterbacks. And then with each breathless report, Patriot honks get more and more desperate, which is exactly what Brady wants. You're playing right into this guy's troll. Yeah, well, Brady's not going to play me for a dope. He's not playing me for a dope, but you know what? I've got nothing better to do. I'll play along. Just for you Patriot honks and for everybody else who got sucked into that troll job. All right, so what's the bottom line? What is the bottom line? Is this guy coming or is this guy going? Is this guy going to be a Titan or is he going to be a Raider? Is he going to be a Charger or is he going to be a Patriot? How about this? Brady cannot sign with anybody for nearly 3 weeks. So, until there is a definitive report, one way or another, of him actually agreeing to a deal with a team and a statement from either Brady or the team, it's all just smoke. All just smoke. But why is there so much smoke that he's leaving? It has to mean he's actually leaving, right? And it's just a matter of which team he's going to, right? Wrong. If all the smoke was that he was staying, there'd be no story. There'd be nothing to report. It would be like reporting that the sun is going to set today. It's not new. It's not different. It's not news. Reporting that he's leaving, that he's definitely on his way out, that he's packed his bags, and that he has not had negotiations with the Patriots is news. It generates something that gets clicks and generates buzz. And most of all, most importantly, it gives the old man leverage. Because if Brady is trying to get the best contract he can from New England, and the most money he can from New England, the best way to do that is to generate a market for himself elsewhere. If he wants New England to love him, the best way to do that is to make New England think that he is leaving them. If all the reports this entire time were about him staying, there'd be no leverage, there'd be no juice, there'd be no threat that he might walk. So all of these reports benefit him, no matter what he does. The person who benefits the most from these reports is Tom Brady. To that end, it would not surprise me at all if these people who are saying they're well-sourced really are that well-sourced, that the info is coming from Brady or Brady's people because it helps Brady and Brady's people. Anything that's well-sourced that people are reporting is probably being reported because Brady wants it to be reported. You really think that a guy as buttoned up as Brady, somebody who's legendary for his attention to detail, is just casually and openly talking to people about his plans without some sort of end game? Hell no. Hell no. You think that guy's accidentally letting things out or letting things leak? Hell no. Hell no. So all of these reports about him leaving, they don't necessarily mean that he's leaving, nor do they mean that he's staying. It just means that this is playing out exactly the way we all expected it would, or the way you should have expected it would, because I knew it was going to play out like this. It's obvious. It's the most mind-numbing and tedious thing ever, but it's very obvious, and it can't be over soon enough. And I'd be willing to eat a package of the aforementioned head cheese right here on air in front of all of you if somebody could somehow put this thing to an end right now. I mean, you'd think this guy was turning 23 for all the attention he's getting, not 43. A soon-to-be 43-year-old quarterback, people. Remember that. Man, I can't wait for tomorrow's source.